Chapter 7 Action Plan. Zion grows more and more uneasy as he looks at the scattered military personnel. Military vehicles drive about the schoolyard as grunt members surround the building in high, barbed fences. They are going to save us, Zion. Don't look so glum. They will save Eddie. And we can have them get us the hell out of here.
No!
Zion says as his voice combines with Zafson's. Terry stepped back. Zion, I'm not scared of you anymore. I'm going down there myself. Terry starts to cough profusely and falls to the ground, gripping his broken ribs. Terry is bleeding internally and needs a hospital. Zion stares at him with dead eyes, but quickly falls to his knees to assist. Terry, you are injured. I am going to get Eddie out of there. The military should.
No, Zion!
Zafson screams. Zion falls back. Terry is too injured to pay any attention.
The military is our enemy, Zion. They will pick us apart like lab rats.
Shut up! Zion yells. Terry looks to him to comfort, but is overwhelmed by pain.
Eddie will share the same fate if they see us. We must retrieve him, Zion. I will lend you my strength.
What happened that day? You controlled me and almost put me in that tub. What do you mean Eddie will share our fate?
Eddie has been harbored.
What? Zion yells. Terry manages to push Zion to the ground. Shh! Be quiet. They are moving. Terry whispers as a military van passes by 100 yards away. Zion exhales aggressively, knowing Zafson won't take no for an answer. The two stare at the busy school for an hour as the sky finally turns to night. There is no way to get in there. We would have to be dropped in from the sky or break the walls down, but then we'll get shot, Terry said. We must play through this smart. One mistake and we are dead. Zion recalls a drain system he used to ditch school. Follow me slowly, Terry, Zion says as they squat walk to the drain system. The two make it over to the drain, only to notice a service dog is quietly posted on the other side. The two quickly get out of its sight and make their way back up the hill to strategize a plan. Is there a way? Terry speaks up. Surely there must.
Shall we send the Orange Fleet?
Zafson loudly interrupts. Zion grabs at the crown and falls to his knees. What's wrong, bro? Terry stumbles to Zion. The crown. It's ringing. My head. Throbbing. Zion responds.
Zion, toughen up. We have a mission to complete. Family to save. The Orange Fleet will rip this entire schoolyard to shreds and will hand us Eddie directly. All at the press of a button.
Zafson screams. This is not the way. Do you want the humans to know our physiology? Zion responds, confused by his own response.
No one would survive.
The humans are smarter than you think, Zion snaps back.
Fine. I will figure this out for us without the Orange Fleet,
Zafson says, growing extremely impatient. At this point, Terry quietly moves away from Zion to sit on a rock. He's at his breaking point with Zion, and hearing him speak this way is overwhelming him. Zion ignores this motion. Surely you can think of another way, Zafson, Zion asks. Zafson remains silent. Zion yells in anger as he stomps over to Terry. Terry stares blankly in the distance. Zion sits next to him on the rock. Terry, Zion says softly. Terry ignores. What is most important to you? Zion asks. Terry sits up a tad, remembering Eddie. I assure you, Terry, without Zafson's help, Eddie will be picked apart limb from limb. Zafson, Terry finally asks. My crown. He lives in my crown. What? It talked to you? Yes, Zion responds. What is he saying? Why are they here? They will take over this planet, Zion responds. Terry slides quickly from the rock to back away from Zion. The quick motion sends him to the ground, howling in pain. A sharp piece of the rib is piercing his flesh within. Terry rolls around vigorously as he bleeds internally. He can feel the sloshing blood fill his gut. Terry is dying. Zion begins to panic.
Only a crown will save him, Zion. The orange soldier was one punch away from imploding your uncle.
Zion starts to mutter. Surely we can take him to...
He will die!
Zafson screams. Zion stares at his dying uncle. How? Zion says with no emotion.
Easy. Hold your hand to the sky.
Zion slowly follows the instruction. Nothing happens at first.
What do you say, Zai? Maybe 100?
Zafson asks. Zion tries to ask what, but notices the sky filled with about 100 red lights. High-speed crowns rain from the sky, striking military vehicles, dogs, soldiers, and fences, all perfectly avoiding the buildings. The crowns rain on the school, when all of a sudden a crown lands harshly on the dirt in front of Zion. It looks to him obediently and goes after Terry slowly. The crown mounts his motionless body, but instead of decapitating him, it sits on his head in similar fashion to Zion's. He watches as the red fluid slowly turns green. Zion panics as he turns to watch the horror show at the school as people and dogs run for safety.
Relax, Zion. Here is our window.
Zafson reassures as the crowns rain.